Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to share with you the real dangers are being taught by the American people. I don't think that in the world all people are safe and all people are very brave and all people, all the world leaders are very safe. But they think that they are the most powerful. It is not. It is not true at all, because if you want to see or examine the most powerful country in the world, United States of America, you will find that they are also having so many problems. Most of the political scientists are aware that what are the problems of the USA, but very recently I have got a book of Mr. Newt Gingrich, and he has written a book in 2005. The name of the book is Winning the Future, a 21st century contract with America. Okay, so and he is a very great man. He served as a Speaker of the United States of America House of Representatives from 1994 to 1998, and later on he was the CEO of the Gingrich Group, a communications and consulting firm. And Mr. He was residing with his wife Calista, with his two daughters and two grandchildren. But I don't know whether still he is surviving or not. But I pray that he still survives, because he was the main architect of winning the Republicans in 1994. Okay, so he's a great thinker of the United States of America. And in his book, he wrote that in the 21st century, America could be destroyed. How America could be destroyed and what are the dangers? He wrote that the dangers are manifold. First, he said the terrorism. Yeah, terrorism. The world. All the peace-loving countries in the world are having the problem of terrorism. Terrorism is a great problem in not only 21st century, earlier also, 20th century also. Terrorism is a great problem, but particularly in the post-Cold War period. Post-Cold War period, I will not say, and post-World War II period, terrorism is a great challenge to development throughout the world. Next, in the United States of America, they think that the judges mainly think that they are God and who are anti-God. You see, judges are very powerful everywhere in the world. In India also, in almost all democracies. In the United States of America, Gingrich said that judges who think they are God, this is a danger. Okay, number 10, rising economic challenges from China and India. My God. You see, he wrote this book in 2005. It was published in 2005. And then he said that rising economic challenges from India and China. So China is already really a threat. An alternative power in the world, not Russia, not other countries. That is why I would say that in terms of economy, in terms of military, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of manpower, in terms of technology, you cannot defy. Nobody in the world, no leader in the world can defy China, because China is a very powerful country next to the USA. I wrote one book where it was said that USA is going to fall behind China maybe by 2030. It may not be possible, but by 2040, it will be. It might be hold. It might be held the second position, and China might overcome USA, because the United States of America is showing its strength, its power, and its bossism, particularly this reason that came in power after 20th January 2025. So this is not because very recently the behavior White House shown towards Zelensky It was really very shocking because no president expects such a behavior from the world's largest or what do you say, not largest economy and most powerful country. It was not good, it was not good, and it was not acceptable to the people and to the leaders in the world, because and many people throughout the world have started criticizing. And really, this is, I also do not support this Zelensky, I mean the insult on Zelensky, okay, whatever it might be. You see, number 4, the United States of America thinks that immigrants and young Americans who know little about American history and value. Yeah, definitely. In India also, I wrote on 2 books. Last year, I published a book, How Can India Become a Superpower by 2047. In that book, I have discussed in detail that what India is, what India was earlier, and how great Indian culture, Indian economy, Indian trade, Indian commerce, Indian infrastructure, Indian weather, Indian crops, Indian industry, Indian mineral. So it was so rich earlier. That is why, so who did not come? All the European countries, most of the European countries came here to attack India, to live here, and to steal Indian money, to steal Indian wealth. Lastly, Britishers came and looted us. Still, India is ahead of United Kingdom now, right? Okay, so yeah, immigrants and young Americans are who know little about American history and values. I also say that all Indian people should know Indian value and Indian history. Okay. So Gingrich wrote that can America survive? He says yes. Newt Gingrich and we as the Americans can do more. They can. He wrote, quote, we can create a safer, more prosperous and healthier America for our children and grandchildren. How? He wrote, by enacting a 21st century contract with America. Okay. And he initiated this contract, and he signed the first contract, right? So when he was Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich issued his first contract with him. He issued his first contract with America. What was the result? Sweeping reform that shocked Washington and spurred an economic recovery for the nation, including the first major tax cut in 16 years, in 16 years, lasting welfare reform and 4 years of balanced budgets. So this was really an achievement of Newt Gingrich. Okay, so but the challenges are now even starker, and Newt is back with a plan for America's greatness, and that includes, he wrote that how to win the war on terror. He wrote how to win the war on terror, how Ronald Reagan's winning strategy in the World War can be adapted and modified to win the new global struggle, and how to establish God in American public life, how to re-establish God in American public life. And without God, America ceases to be America, which is why leftists are so keen on banishing our creator. Yes, I have seen very recently that many books deal with the fear of communism, because I too believe that the destructive politics of the communists create chaos in the world order, because most of the people, they are they call unnecessary bonds. They destroy the factory, they destroy work culture, they call for strikes, dharnas, demonstrations, slogans, and all these things create a chaotic environment in industry. And without industry and business, without industry, without industry, be a business, commerce, movement of vehicles, how there will be growth? So due to the destructive politics of the communist left parties here in West Bengal, I have found that 33 years rule was vanished by our present Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. She is a firebrand leader, and she defeated the 33-year-old 34-year-old communists, because people were very were annoyed with their policies and with their nature of politics, right? Leftists create problem, and in the United States of America, they are also very much worried about the problems created by the communists. Okay, so next, how to reform social security and improve your retirement earnings before social security bankrupts the nation and the next generation of taxpayers. Taxpayers. I mean, the retirement earnings should be ensured, because after serving the nation for 60 years like that, 60, 62, 65 years, people need good retirement benefits and medical benefits. That was done by Barack Obama. Healthcare facilities he provided, and it was really very fantastic, and it was welcomed by many blacks, many what do you say, and many those who are not very economically sound, and those who are needed of it. Okay, and by middle class people in the United States of America, right? So next, now how to restore the patriotism to American schools. Oh my God, I also say very much about, I do say about patriotism, because without patriotism no country can survive and no country can progress. For the progress of a country or a democracy, always we need patriotism among the youths and students, because they are the agents of change. If they do not know, if they are not aware of a country's values, of a country's culture, of a country's history, then there might not be patriotism. Patriotism may not arise. And I say that, yeah, patriotism should be taught from school level, and the same thing Gingrich has written in his book, that how to restore patriotism to American schools. Okay, and insist on patriotic learning for new immigrants. This is a challenge for great democracies like the United States of America, India. India also having the same problem, right? So how to make American healthcare the global standard for excellence and accessibility, while reducing healthcare costs. Yeah, in every almost very recently, I have been maybe for last 2 decades, I have been closely watching the American politics and American elections. So before election campaigns, before elections, most of the parties, particularly Democrats, they campaign for healthcare, our cheaper healthcare and healthcare bills. And it becomes an issue of debate between the Democrats and Republicans. Okay, these are also, it became an issue. Okay, and and much more like this. So the challenges of the 21st century are great, says Newt Gingrich. Yeah, the challenges remain, but so are the opportunities. Yeah, in India also the same. That is why I bought this book. I bought this book from American Library. You see the book, nice book. Okay, so this is, okay, you see that Newt Gingrich Newt Gingrich winning the future. Okay, a 21st century contract with America. So this is a very good book. You see this, you all know him. This is a great book, right? So this book is really helpful. I have read this book, and I will write about from this book, so that I will borrow the ideas from here, so that it can be applicable in India also. In India, how India can overcome these challenges. These are the same. The challenges are almost same here in India also. So let me do further research, and this will help me to further research my research on sustainable development goals and other development related issues. Okay, with this I would like to conclude here. Thank you very much.